Aquariuses, welcome to your mid-month tune-up for June 2020. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. My email is below. We can go ahead and set that up. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. Let me move these. Being a little bit OCD. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guide, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Aquariuses for the middle of June 2020? What do you see? What do they need to know to reach their higher ground, become closer to the universe and closer to the divine? For their greater good, any messages you have for Aquarius, middle of June 2020, what do you see? What do they need to know? Would be greatly appreciated, and we thank you. Can you please show me general energies for Aquarius for June 2020? We have the Eight of Cups in the reversed. I will be leaving a link below for this month's Extra Extra, which is based on the High Priestess intuition. In that reading, I will answer the questions: what is your intuition telling you? What mystery will be revealed? And how you can increase your intuitive powers. King of Swords is in reverse in the challenge position. Also, my playlists or my library, go check that out. I have my 2020 Sun Moon predictions in there. What is your ideal career for you? Compatibility reading between you and your partner based on their sun sign. And I'll leave those links in the description so you can just click and go, or you can sift through my playlist if you'd like to. Devil card in reversed is in the advice position. Yeah, you guys need to cut somebody loose. Ask me a question on Instant. Go check me out on Facebook and Insta. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. Eight of Pentacles in the reversed. But you don't cut somebody loose, I'm seeing. Okay. Eight of Pentacles in reversed for moving forward from this reading or moving forward from the middle of June, either or. All right, so we start off with the Eight of Cups in reversed. And the general, and this does not have to be a romantic reading, okay? This could be a friendship, a family member, it could be a colleague, it could be a job, so anything, however it resonates for you, because it is general. So the Eight of Cups has you returning back to something. The Eight of Cups usually, it's coming back. Well, I'll just tell you what I'm feeling, not really based on the card, but you're coming back to something because you don't feel like there's something better out there for you, okay? So maybe you went out and you explored options, and you just have a fear that you won't find something better, so you come back to something that you kind of know or something you're familiar with. Or something that kind of feels like home to you, because you feel like if you kind of go out there, you're going to be confused, and where you are feels secure. So that's what I'm kind of getting from that, okay? Now, in the challenge position, we have the King of Swords here in reverse. Now, I feel like it's this person who is a challenge to you, yet you come back to this person. So this could be a boss, a family member. I am just trying to not steer it into love, okay? Because I'm not feeling it's entirely about love. So this King of Swords is somebody who says a lot of things that I could say they don't mean, but they do kind of mean them in the moment. And they cut and they hurt and they can't be taken back. And it doesn't mean if they're not true. They're still kind of crappy. They're not really good at kind of like putting a cap on their emotions. So they just kind of, they're like a loose cannon. And if not that, then what they do is they use their mental abilities to kind of get you to do their bidding, or to play mind games on you, or convince you to do whatever they want and put you under pressure or what have you. So all over, it's not a good entity that is challenging you in the middle of June. So the advice is to break away from this person. We have the Devil card in reverse, which is the card of Capricorn, but this is about, hey, you're attached to somebody who's really treating you crappily and making you feel badly, and they're really negative and nothing good is to come out of it, and you need to break away from it. And the one thing I love about the Devil card, the side message it always has for me, is that it's a situation, and this kind of goes back to the Eight of Cups here. So a situation where you don't think you could possibly leave no matter what, and it would be almost impossible for you to do so. And how could you possibly? It could never happen. And then you actually kind of get the gumption, or the courage to go ahead and do it. You step over the threshold, you get out of the situation, you kind of look back and you're like, well, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So it's really like thinking that something's going to be a worst case than it actually is going to be, and that's what prevents you from getting out of it. So I could easily see this as a job situation. You're working at something where you have a boss as a taskmaster, and you've gone out and you've looked at things, but you told yourself, well, there's nothing else better out there. This person who's the King of Swords could be telling you there's nothing else better out there for you. There's nobody better out there for you, and you're believing them. And that's kind of why you stay. But the advice is you need to break out of that pattern. Okay. Now, I don't think that you do, believe it or not. I'm hoping some of you will listen to these messages and kind of wake up and say, hey, maybe I should do that. It won't be as hard as I think it is. But I see the Eight of Pentacles here in reverse, which is someone who continues to work on something that's getting them nowhere. So you're continuing to put effort into it, work on it, work at the place you're working at, and you're not you're not advancing. There's no success. There's no progress. You're just like going through the day to day. And sometimes the Eight of Pentacles can be that you're just stuck in this kind of channel of thinking that, oh, if I just keep on working at it, then something's eventually going to happen, that kind of concept, even though nothing is happening. So you're gonna keep on trying to work on this, and I'm hoping, readings you way down the line or whatever, you're going to kind of realize that that's not the case. Maybe something, there'll be a catalyst or something to make you realize that. So why is the Eight of Cups here in reverse for Aquarius? Who is this person? What is this energy? Why is the Eight of Cups here in reverse for Aquarius? General energies for the middle of June. Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands in the upright. We have the Temperance card in the upright. And we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So you still make it work. I mean, the Ten of Wands is, if it's a job, it's really tough, backbreaking manual labor. You're working way hard than you should, okay? But you still do it, and you don't get a lot of, there's not a lot of rewards for kind of what you're doing. If it's not in a practical sense like that, then there's just a lot of stress, a lot of exhaustion dealing with this person, this entity, and you're overwhelmed, yet you still do it. And Temperance card of the upright is a card of Sagittarius, and I find that's kind of you saying, it's okay, it'll all work out. All I need to do is like be patient and just kind of, just chill out. We'll be able to compromise. We'll be able to find a good place, or I'll be able to find a good place. And you're telling yourself that, and you're trying to be patient. You're quelling your temper. You're trying not to lose your shit, basically, or let this situation kind of bother you. But here's the person again, this Knight of Swords, who just comes in and says whatever they want, thinking that it doesn't matter, or thinking that you'll take it and that's okay. I mean, the Knight of Swords comes in and he says a whole bunch of crappy things that just don't have any truth behind them. And then when you try to pin him on it, he'll say something like, well, I didn't say that, or I told you that for your own good, or he always has something to kind of like justify it. So, I mean, why stay? You know what I mean? If there is something better out there for you. Why is the King of Swords here in reverse? Who's this person? What's this energy? Additional messages for the King of Swords in the challenge position for Aquarius. Middle of June. I don't like how that shuffled. Ugh. Pull that apart. Middle of June 2020. Who is this person? What is this energy in the challenge position? This King of Swords. Yeah, whatever they say, they make you feel super crappy and defensive. You feel like you're being attacked all the time by them. They judge you. They criticize you. You're trying to like put up boundaries. They step right over the wall as you kind of put up. Okay, Seven of this is somebody who kind of is that you or them? Hold on. Yeah. So this is someone that they're kind of and the challenge is you trying to stand up against this person. The opposition is so great, it's so overwhelming. I mean, they just kind of like push up on you and expect you to take it. And it makes for a Three of Pentacles in reverse is just like this person doesn't realize, I shouldn't say realize, they don't respect your value, they don't respect your worth or what you bring to the table or anything. So they're just like trampling all over you with their words. It's not a good situation. So I mean, I know for some of us, we have to work where we have to work because, no one's saying no to their jobs right now and their livelihood, but, how long can you kind of put up with this? Why is the Devil card in reverse? And I mean, I know that some of you are like, well, whatever, I can detach from that. I mean, But Aquariuses aren't heartless. They can keep things moving and not kind of get in the catacombs of things, but that doesn't mean that they don't have feelings. And they don't get hurt by things that people say or what they do. Why is the Devil card here in the reversed? I'm surprised it doesn't show you losing your shit. Because I know when you push Aquariuses to a certain point, they'll be like, okay, we'll try to make this work as long as we can, and then you guys like blow up and take somebody out. I can say that because my daughter's an Aquarius. And she's a Scorpio moon, so she's like a double threat. All right, so one of the things that makes you, that they're telling you, they're advising you to get out of this situation. It won't be as bad as you think it's going to be. They're telling you what you deserve. You deserve reciprocity, and you deserve mutual respect. That is not the arrangement here. Either you're not getting paid what you're worth, your weight in gold, or just in terms of just respect for a human being, or anything like that, or what you're doing. And they're saying you absolutely deserve that, and you should demand that, and you should demand better for yourself. And the Fool card kind of, the Fool card in reverse is, to me, them saying that whatever concerns you're having, because they think that you have this worry that if you take on a new journey or a new situation or whatever, you're going to end up looking foolish, or you're going to end up suffering because of that, or something's going to happen, and then it's not going to be a wise decision for you to leave this. And they're telling you that there is something better out there for you. It's really your fears that something, worse is going to happen. That saying, out of the frying pan in the fire, just that kind of mentality is keeping you in this when you deserve a lot better. Justice card in the upright, card of Libra, and they're saying, find your voice, be an advocate for yourself, live in your own truth, get into a better situation because it's the right thing to do. Also, the Justice card is about, being treated well, morally, ethically. This person is not doing that. And also, there's a kind of saying, if there's a legal something or other that needs to go on here, you might want to go ahead and proceed with it, because the Justice card says that it's going to have a positive outcome. So if it's something at your job and you aren't being treated correctly, you do have a legal basis for that, then you might want to start with that. If it's a relationship, you're married and you want to start divorce proceedings or support, or even if you're not married, anything like that, they're saying think about the legal aspect because it's going to be in your favor. Okay, you'll have that support. But then I see you working on it with the Eight of Pentacles, putting a little more effort into this, even though it's really not getting anywhere. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here in reverse? Who's this person? What's this energy? Additional messages. It's weird because my sister's going through something absolutely, totally similar to this, but she's a Cancer. So now I'm wondering if she has like Aquarius in her chart. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here in reverse? Who's this person? What's his energy? Magician card in the upright. Okay, so you're going to hit a wall eventually and know that you need to kind of come out of this. That's good too, because I was wondering, I'm like, well, they're still working on it, so are they going to, but you will. So eventually something's going to happen where you hit a wall and say, okay, enough is enough. Clearly this isn't working, even though I'm having all the hope and I'm working my butt off. And so, and as a result, what you do is you end up using everything available to you to manifest a new cycle for yourself. So, it's time to focus on your visions and turn them into reality. Stop wasting time on this, whatever that is. We have the Empress card here. Now, the Empress card, I'm getting that you have a matriarch or someone that is a motherly figure, very motherly to you, that's going to help you and support you in this process. It might be one of the resources or help that you actually get in order to kind of break out of this, kind of like, giving you a little hug along the way. But it's also telling you whatever you manifest, it's going to be abundant. It's going to grow. Okay, so what you're in right now, your growth potential is being hindered, whether spiritually, mentally, romantically, career-wise, whatever. And then we have the Page of Wands here, which once you break out of this situation, it's going to be like boom. All these sparks are going to happen. It's going to be, you're going to feel positive. You're going to be inspired to kind of change things, possibly get a new career, new relationship. I mean, there's going to be so much positive energy. It really is the right thing to do. So you have to get out of this, whatever this is. Okay, so if this reading resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email and we can make that happen. Click on the link below for this month's extra, which is the High Priestess based on your tuition, which will tell you what is your intuition telling you, what mystery will be revealed to you, and how can you increase your intuitive powers. Check out my playlist. They are my library. In there, I have my 2020 Sun Moon predictions. I have what your ideal career is for you based on your midheaven, what your compatibility is with your partner's sun sign, and then I'll leave all those links in the description so you can go right to them. Ask me a question on Insta, go check me out on Facebook and Insta. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate. Otherwise, adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.